Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to do part 2 of the video I did a couple of days ago, which was based on building a budget PC using PC Part Picker. Now in this video we're going to pick up where we left off, so we've basically priced up two systems similarly spec'd based on AMD budget equipment. So we've got the Ryzen 2200G system and we've also got the Athlon 200GE system, both of which using the same chassis, hard drive, RAM, all those kinds of things. So they're very similar. The only things that have really changed is probably the processor and also the motherboard. So not a lot of differences between them, but a few little bits. So what I thought at the end of the video was actually PC Part Picker's throwing out some pretty decent prices based on the UK. Now, quite often in the videos, in fact pretty much every video, I put my Amazon referral links, which you can obviously check out in the description below. But what I was thinking is, am I actually doing right by my viewers? Is Amazon actually still the best or one of the best places to visit, to shop, when you're trying to buy components for PC building or just general upgrades? So I've gone onto Amazon and I've priced up a similar spec machine. Now it's not identical because some of the components or parts I chose aren't actually available on Amazon UK, so I've had to make slight changes, but it doesn't really distract from what I'm trying to achieve here. Basically, I'm trying to work out, is Amazon still good value for money? So let's go over to the PC and find out. Okay, so to start off, let's go back to the PC Part Picker. Now currently this is the Ryzen 3 2200G system, which was coming in at around about £350 UK. Now actually, out of interest, at the moment the UK exchange rate is roughly 79.80 pence to the dollar, so that'll give you some idea of what's going on. So let's take a look through. So this system we had, Ryzen 3 2200G, ASRock AB350M HDV motherboard, definitely with HDMI and VGA ports, unlike the complete mess I made of the video, which you can see in the links up here somewhere. We've got some Team Vulkan 8 gigs of RAM, so dual channel memory, 3000 megahertz, which is a good speed. Obviously the CPU isn't going to make full advantage of that speed, but it was the best value for money. We've got the Kingston A400 240 gig 2.5 SSD. We've got a Western Digital Caviar Blue 1 terabyte. The Rio Toro CR488 ATX mid-tower case, so we've got a bit of expansion should we need it. And we've got the Corsair CXM 450 watt 80 plus bronze semi-modular. So that was coming out at £350 and 4 pence. That may have changed from yesterday's price, I'm not entirely sure. Was it yesterday, day before? But there has been a few price changes. I think the dollar is slightly stronger against the pound at the moment, or vice versa, so it has affected some of these prices. So if we change this now to the Amazon version of what we looked at. So, okay, so hopefully you should be able to see the prices okay now. So again, shopping basket is virtually identical. So we've got the same power supply, we've got the same case, we've got the same hard drive and SSD. The RAM we've had to change for the Corsair Vengeance LPX, which is slightly slower, but is in the same ballpark. So we're looking about almost £1 difference in price there. And the ASRock motherboard. Now the ASRock motherboard was actually a big change. I was surprised this Amazon is actually considerably dearer. If we're looking at percentages, what we're looking at there, £55 for argument's sake, against £70. So that is a massive price increase. That actually did surprise me. Motherboards on Amazon in general do seem to be a little bit dearer than other computer retailers in the UK. Now another big surprise actually was the Ryzen 2200G. Now I've always expected Amazon to be the kind of the market leader when it comes to prices, and generally they tend to set the prices that other retailers follow. Now in this case that is definitely not true. The Ryzen 3 2200G at the moment from Aria PC in the UK is £86.99 plus £2 shipping, which isn't a lot. So we're under £90, I think. Yes, we are. We're under £90, but on Amazon, £5 dearer, give or take a few pence. That actually is a shocking thing. Now, if you think that it's a £100 processor in that ballpark, that's a 5% increase. Now, I would expect Amazon, of all people, who are kind of dominating the market, especially in online sales, they should be doing it cheaper. They've got massive buying power. Now, it could well be that they've had to buy their processors more recently and have been affected by the exchange rates, so therefore they've had to pay more, so they have to charge more. That's a definite possibility. Aria PC, they're well known for keeping large stocks, so it's quite possible that their stock of this processor is an older model or an older stock, so therefore cost considerably less. So they've passed the savings on. We don't know for sure. I'm completely guessing on that one. Could be right, could be wrong, I don't know. But the end of the story is, if I was going to buy these items today, it would cost me approximately £25 dearer to buy it from Amazon, which in the grand scheme of things, £25 isn't a lot. Now, I would get, obviously, all my parts come through pretty much next day or the day after. I would also get a lot easier returns. Some of the UK companies quite often have quite sketchy returns policies. They're not always that helpful. With Amazon, I know for sure, definitely, I would be able to 100% just get on the online thing, say I don't want it, send it straight back, no questions asked. Now, maybe again, that is why Amazon is slightly more expensive, because you do get that flexibility, but it still is more expensive. So bottom line is, if you're going for purely costs, then maybe going for PC Part Picker and kind of cherry picking your parts is the better way to go. So then that leads us on to the whole US-UK debate. Now, is it cheaper to buy things in the US? Generally, some things are. Again, due to the recent goings on in the US with tariffs, etc., there's a lot of debate whether things are being more expensive or not. So let's put that to rest once and for all. So if I change the PC Part Picker listing now, so if I go back up to the top and I change it from United Kingdom to United States, the prices should automatically update to the best sellers for the individual parts that I've chosen. So we've changed to United States now. So actually quite a lot of these have changed. So Outlet PC seem to be cropping up quite a few times there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 times. Amazon are only 2 of the options now for the Kingston drive and also for the Rio Toro case, which I've just noticed actually is considerably dearer. The Rio Toro case, the CR488 in the US at the moment, is $60, which is a lot more than the £32 that it is in the UK. Again, even taking into account the exchange rate, there's still a massive difference there. And it does seem processor, the Ryzen 3 2200G at $99, we've got £94 in the UK. So again, taking into account the exchange rate, it probably is cheaper in the US, but there's very little in it. The motherboard, very similar story. The RAM, again, is within kind of spit-in distance of the UK price. The same goes for the SSD. The Western Digital Caviar drive is actually considerably dearer. That was about £35 in the UK, is $45, give or take, in the US. So again, even taking into account the exchange rate, that seems a little bit higher. But anyway, so let's go to see now the Amazon US story. So comparing the Amazon US to the Amazon UK, now the subtotal for the 7 items that I've got in the UK is £372.39. Now the US is $434.51. So the exchange rate on that, like I said earlier, is about 79 to $80. No, 80 pence to the dollar, roughly, give or take. So if we put in 372. So £372 and what was the pence? Make this as close as possible. So that works out to be $470. So the US Amazon store was wanting to charge us $434. Now, again, I don't know how this works with things like your taxes and state taxes and all that kind of stuff. I would guess if I put an Amazon US address in, maybe those prices would change. But it does definitely seem that it's certainly cheaper to buy these particular parts from Amazon in the US against the UK, which generally tends to be the point. And also it seems that there's actually quite a relatively good balance between the prices between the UK and US, both from PC Part Picker if you're buying the individual bits and if you're buying it off Amazon. So I think the kind of takeaway, even though this is a super narrow niche view of Amazon shopping in the UK and the US, it does seem that I am actually probably right to be putting affiliate links in the descriptions for the viewers to buy. It doesn't seem that there is a massive discrepancy in some things, but again, it is definitely worth checking. Things like the CPUs, motherboards, definitely worth double checking, as it is with any purchase. So I guess that pretty much wraps up this video for now. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section below. Now, like I said, this has been a really tight, narrow, niche view of buying components, and obviously it's a very limited part set. But let me know, what do you think? What parts have you tried to buy recently where you found massive discrepancies in prices between either your local retailer, your online retailer, or even buying from another state or another country? Let me know, I'm really interested to find out what your findings are. So, I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and this has been a kind of a very niche look at buying computer parts online with Amazon. Thanks for watching.